Hey everybody, I am your host and your friend, Giiana'lyn. It has been 3-4 weeks since I did my last episode. I have been sick for the last 3-4 weeks. I am better now. My voice is about 95% back right, but it's not all the way back right, as some people can notice. But I am getting ready to do my next episode live. You can tune in on Facebook, on the Giiana'lyn page, or the Giiana'lyn Tiaraa page. If you haven't already, please join the Rare Talk podcast page, and that is on Facebook, Rare Talk podcast talk show. So definitely join. If you want to follow me on YouTube, on YouTube, Instagram, or TikTok, it is at Giiana'Lyn_92rare. And so I am going to leave that in the comments and the link. Hit that like and subscribe, and let's have a great episode, everybody. Happy Monday, happy Monday, happy Monday, happy Monday. It is Monday, August 28th. It is the last Monday of the month. For those who don't know, I am Giiana'lyn, the host of Rare Talk podcast talk show. If you are watching the video live, if you are watching the video after the fact, and you are wondering why I'm looking in a few different directions, that is simply because I post my video on multiple platforms. So we are on my Facebook page, the Rare Talk podcast talk show Facebook page, and then I am doing the live video recording to post some clips on my TikTok, my Instagram, and my YouTube channel. Please make sure to hit that follow, that like, that subscribe. I just started my YouTube channel, so I need 60 subscribers so that I can be able to go live on my YouTube as well. I am going to make sure that I drop the links in the comments, but if you are listening on the audio, my YouTube is Rare Talk podcast talk show. It is all of my YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok is www. And then it's YouTube, Instagram, or TikTok.com/@Giiana'Lyn_92rare. So that's ASIERRAGIIANA_92rare. So if you're listening on the audio, you are able to listen on Spotify. For those who don't know, go to Spotify.com and type in the Rare Talk podcast talk show. So I am Giiana'lyn, your friend and your host. I had not done an episode in like 3-4 weeks. I was very sick. Thankfully, it wasn't any COVID or anything like that. I did go to the hospital to get tested when I was like 2.5 weeks in, when I had lost my voice. And they did say it wasn't COVID or anything like that. So it was obviously just a bad cold from the weather change, which I do get a cold every year, and I normally do lose my voice, every fall. So this just happened early. My voice is about 95% of the way back, but it still has a little hoarseness to it. So, yes, I want to thank you guys for tuning in. And I would love for you guys to join the conversation. Join in the comments if you have any remarks or comments or inputs, opinions. So, Rare Talk is the Real and Raw Edition talk show podcast. All right. So that means that we are going to talk about everything. We talk about fashion and music and movies and TV shows. We also talk about the real topics, mental health, relationships, religion, everything. I am a biracial woman, African American and Caucasian. So me being a biracial woman, I love everybody. I support everybody, no matter what your race is, no matter what your religion is, no matter if you were green and purple, okay? I am going to support everybody as long as you are a good person. I am a straight woman, but I don't care what your identify as, what your pronoun is, what your gender is. I support and love all people. Everyone has the right to be whatever they want to be and love whoever they want to love. So, if we're ever talking on any of those topics, please don't take offense to anything that I say. I am blunt and I am real. But again, I love and support all people. As long as you are a good person and you have a good heart and you are doing a great thing, then I am loving and supportive of you. So I want to start this episode off with a prayer, and I want to start all my future episodes off with a prayer. And that is because every single morning when I wake up, before I step foot out of bed, I say a little prayer, thanking God for my children and my life, and that I'm here another day. So I ask God before I go on any live at any time to always use me to get the message out there. So let's go ahead and say this prayer so we can get started with this episode. Heavenly Father, I thank you for the day. I thank you for being here with me. I thank you for giving me the courage, the grace, the wisdom, the personality to speak to people, to try and help people, to try and just make the world a better place with some good vibes, some love, and some energy that some people really need to uplift their day. I ask that you touch everyone who is listening, open their minds, open their ears, open their hearts to receive the message. I ask that you bless and touch every single person in this world so that they can find their true self-love, find their true self-growth, and be one with each other and truly learn to accept each other and unite each other and uplift each other. I love you, Lord. I thank you. And let's have a great episode. Amen, amen, amen. All right. So the message that I want to start off for today is let go and let God. Let go and let God. Okay? It is Monday. It is a new week. It is the last Monday of the month. So with that being said, I feel like every Monday, I want to take it up for a second. Every Monday I post a post and I say, every Monday is a new day and a new week to have a new chance at happiness, a new chance to create new money, a new chance to create new ways, a new chance for better. So take this Monday and set the tone so that this week is a better week than last week. So that this week, you end this week and you end this month on such a great note so that you start next month with such positivity, with such love, with such happiness. Hold on 1 second. Alright. So, one thing that I love to do is I like to think about everything that happened this month, and I like to tell myself what I didn't like about the month. You know, whether it was personal, whether it was with a friend, with a family, in my relationship. Maybe it was a choice I made. Maybe I didn't stick to the plan and stick to the goals that I had for this month. What was it? And then I think to myself, what can I do better so that next month I am meeting those goals, or not reliving those same situations, or not finding myself in those same situations that I did this month. So for example, this month one of my goals were to get back in my fitness, get back on my happy weight journey, which I have been doing. You guys have been seeing me post some of those videos. I've get back in the gym. So my goal was to get in the gym at least 1 day a week, and I was in the gym between 1 to 2 days a week, which is so great. So not this week, but next week, in the first week of September, my goal is going to be to go to the gym at least 2 days a week. If I could get in the gym 4 days a week, that's so fantastic, right? That's what I want to do. But at least 2 days a week is my minimum goal. I want to be saving a certain amount of money a week and putting that up into my savings, because I have so many extra things that I'm doing. So I have so many extra things that I'm doing. So I need to make sure that I am. Yes.
Look what's in my blue bag.
Okay, so please go put it back for now. Please go put it back for now. And let me finish my episode.
What are you doing?
And then when I'm done, we could look at what's in it. Thank you. Sorry, that was my oldest daughter, Brooke. She got some school supplies and she done looked through them so many times, and she's so excited to go back to school that she wants to keep looking through the book bag, and she wants to keep looking through the school supplies. Alright, as I was saying though, I want to make sure that I am putting aside a certain amount of money every week into my savings that I'm not touching, because I have so many things that are coming up, and I'm not just talking about holidays, but I'm talking about personal things that I need to have my money set aside for. A little over a month ago, I was signed to this acting agency. Yes, I am working on becoming an actress. That's something that I always wanted to do. And so, I just got some photo shoots and things like that, where I'm going to be needing to buy new clothes and more makeup and all this other stuff. So definitely need to put money aside for that. And then also today I signed up for the last course that I needed for a goal. So I'm not going to speak on exactly what it is, because even though so many people love me and so many people appreciate me and so many people look up to me, if you don't have haters, you are not popping. If you do not have haters, you are not doing the right thing. If you do not have people that are like, then you need to reach higher. You need to reach higher, because for me, I am God's chosen one. I am blessed. I am rare. I am truly a rare soul. I'm truly a rare human. I'm truly a rare woman. Rare talk. Everything about me is rare, and I promote that about myself all the time. I speak on that about myself all the time. Because I truly am just so different. And so, when you are rare, when you have a different kind of soul, and when you have a different kind of energy, you will irritate people who lack. You will irritate people who are followers. You will irritate people who aren't doing much with themselves. And you can, right? I mean, you can uplift yourself. You can change yourself. You can decide to do better. You can chase some dreams, and a lot of people will have hated on me because I am so successful, and a lot of people have. I ask you to please go sit down. Please go sit down. Let me finish my episode.
Well, Ava got her, Ava took her clothes off. Oh, my pretty.
Oh, it's pretty. All right, I need y'all to go sit down, please, so I can finish my episode. Go sit down. Thank you. All right. So, sorry, my kid distracted me again. I am at home doing my live, so Okay. If you have kids like me, then you already know how it is. But as I was saying, there are people who have hated on me and want to stop my success. There have been people that the devil sent to block my success and stop my success, and they have never stopped it or blocked anything. So, you know, God is protecting me and guiding me on everything that I do. But like I said, I'm just not going to speak on certain things yet, because people praying on your downfall is very real. People praying for you to fail or for the devil to jump in front of you is very real. And even the people like me who are highly favored and highly protected by God still can get tempted or still can get affected by the devil. And that's very, very true. Can still get affected by negative people. And that's because we all get tested. Our strength gets tested. Our faith gets tested. We're human. And so we have to make the right decision that no matter what, we are going to do the proper things. We are going to stay on the proper path, and we are going to trust and believe that no matter what, everything's going to be okay. And so that is something that through everything, sorry, my nail had came off, so I had just put some more nail glue on to put it back on. But we always just have to make sure that we are doing the things that we need to do to stay focused, and not letting the negativity and not letting the haters and not letting problems that arrive in our everyday life affect us and throw us off course, you know? Because we all have situations that go on in our lives. We all have trials and tribulations. We all struggle. We all have doors that close. You know, we all have things that arise, you know. And if you're a person like me where you are a giver, you are a fixer, you are a caretaker, I'm the kind of person that I always want to fix things, you know, whether it's with a friend, a partner, or whether it's with a family member. I don't like for people to be unhappy. I don't like for people to have the wrong idea about me. I don't like misunderstandings. I don't like conflict. I don't like drama. And so I am always the person that's, you know what, not right now at this very moment because I'm working on it and I've had so much growth with it. But let's just say a year ago, I was really heavy on, I gotta respond back. I gotta say my piece. I can't let nobody say that about me and me not saying anything back. Like, you know, I can't have them out here posting things about me or saying things about me or writing these messages to me or saying whatever they said to me and I don't say nothing back. And I have learned, and I practice it every day now, that it's okay if somebody says something bad about me on the net. It's okay if somebody says something negative about me to another family member, or it's okay if a friend has a negative view about me. All I can try to do is be the person I am and keep being the genuine person that I am and keep giving out the genuine love and the good energy and the good vibes that I give out, and that will speak for itself. And it does. My good energy, my good heart, the favors I've done for people, the people I put on the money, the people I put on the opportunity, the people that I spoke life into, the people that I poured love into, the people that I put goodness into, those people and those actions that I shown to those people, it speaks for themselves. It speaks for itself. Who I am speaks for myself. So I don't always have to type a bunch of stuff and go live and go back and forth to get my point across. I don't have to do those things anymore. And I really never had to do it to begin with, but I had to learn that I don't have to do those things. I had to learn to let go and let God, you know, because as I said, everybody has struggles and trials. Everybody has storms to get through. Everybody has a process to go through. And we have to just trust and believe that we are going to get through. We have to trust and believe that God is going to get us through. And you know what? It really is a lot harder to be quiet, to say nothing back, to do nothing back. It's a lot harder to not get back. It's a lot harder to let it go and don't talk about it anymore, today, tomorrow, never again. It's a lot harder to keep your composure. It's a lot harder to just say, I'm going to just pray about it and I'm going to wish them the best in this situation because I want the best for me in this situation, and the hope that the best comes of the situation for you and for them and for the situation in general. It is really a lot harder to do that. It's so much easier to pick up the phone and talk crap. It's so much easier to send a nasty text, send a nasty message, get on the net and post nasty things. It's so easy to do that. It's so easy to curse and blaspheme and talk nasty. So show true strength within yourself. Show true courage and be different and be be a true leader and not be a follower. Be a true leader and not follow what everyone else would do or not follow what the old you would do. Be a true leader and have the courage to turn the other cheek. And you know what? Maybe your friends or your family members that say, "Oh, you better than me because I would not have did that." Maybe you will inspire them to handle a situation better like that next time. Maybe you will truly inspire other people to do the right thing. And you know what? I always say, and you know, my boyfriend, he always says it too. And there has been a lot of people who've known me from the past that always say like they're so proud of me. You know, like people from my middle school, people from my high school, people from back home in Jersey who truly know me through all of those struggles I've been through, always tell me how they are so proud of me and how I beat the odds and how, you know, I'm such an inspiration and how, you know, I've come so far and it's so amazing. And truly what has gotten me through everything is my faith. My faith and prayer. Faith, prayer, and love is all that I have ever needed. I swear I used to tell my dad back in the day when, you know, I was going through different programs. And, you know, for those who don't know, I am a systems kid. Yes, I knew my mother and my father, but after a while I got put in the system, you know, treatment homes, foster homes, programs, all of those things for the bad children, you know, for the struggling, problematic children, like it's no secret. So, you know, when I was going through those things, I used to tell my father all the time, like, I don't need this, I don't need that, I don't need, you know, all of these things, like therapy or, you know, medication management, all that stuff. Like, no, all I need is God and love. And I used to always tell my dad that. But you know what? You know, he wasn't a firm believer. He is now, but he wasn't a firm believer back then. And of course, he was just a parent with a daughter that was wild. So, you know, he tried to do everything that he could do and, you know, that he thought was best to try to get me whatever help he thought I needed at that time. And whether it was right or it was wrong, and whether it worked or it didn't, what got me through was always my faith. Because when I went through all of those things, y'all give me 1 second. I'm going to be right back.
I'm behind my mind, it runs. All these thoughts of trouble me. Fighting to give up my pain. Fighting to be on my lane. My mind running to the other side. When it's time to leave my life, then it tries to take me out. Tell you what I need, right? Yeah, I really need time now. I need to free mind now. I really need my love. I need to free my mind now. I really need I woke up this morning, got up out of my bed. I looked around, this is what I said. Thank you, Lord, for another day. All the blessings just in my way. I could.
Okay, sorry, I'm back. All right, so as I was saying, my faith. Truly having such a strong faith and truly just believing that no matter how bad your situation is, that it's always going to get better. Knowing that God has a bigger purpose for you and a bigger plan for you is definitely something that is so self-rewarding that me always having that faith is why God has blessed me through all of my situations, which is why God has given me so much now that I never ever had before. And I always envision having, I always imagine having, even down to just having a roof over my head, even just having a roof over my head, you know, a safe, happy home, you know. So I encourage you guys, for anyone who maybe doesn't have such strong faith or doesn't believe that faith is powerful, to start believing in things. Start believing in things like the simple things. Start believing that next month is going to be absolutely amazing. Start believing that you are going to find this great job. Start believing that you are going to meet the man and woman of your dreams. Start believing that your children are going to grow up and be phenomenal and fantastic and do better than you ever did, and better than, you know, we ever thought they could be. All right, and so as I said, my message for today is to let go and let God, to leave it alone. There are some things that we're just not going to be able to fix, and there are some people that we are not going to be able to reconnect with, and there are going to be some people that we just fall out with, and we just have to let it go, and we just have to let them go. And that's fine, because you know what we should work on with ourselves is our growth. What we need to work on with ourselves is our self-growth, our self-happiness, our self-love, where we want to see ourselves next year, where we want to see ourselves 5 years from now, where we want to see ourselves 10 years from now, how we want to see our children when they become a young adult, how we want them to move and think and be. And everything that we're doing now is setting the tone for our children, because they're watching us, they are seeing what we do. They are going to pick up on our ways. They are going to pick up on, you know, the things that we are doing. They are going to pick up on our habits, whether they're good or bad. So we want to make sure that we're setting the right example. And in my life now, I try to make sure that I'm setting the right example for my children. I'm trying to make sure that I'm leaving a legacy and something positive behind for my children. Because right now I have 2 daughters, and I want them to grow up and be independent women. I want them to grow up, and I want them to be able to have faith and pray and trust through every situation. I want them to turn to God before they even come to me. I want them to talk to God and pray about their situations, and give God their fears and ask Him to help them overcome everything that they have going on in their life before they even come to mommy, before they even come to their dad, before they even go to a man or a friend for help or for love. Because no one in the world is going to love my children more than me but God. That's it. And I will always make sure I teach my children that God will always love you more. I will love you more than any human on earth. But God will always love you and protect you in ways that I never can. And that's why I want to make sure that in my life, I am leading by example, and I am praying through my struggles, and I pray every single night with my children, and my children are 4. They're both 4. One just turned 4 in July, and the other one's turning 5 in September. They know who God is. We talk about God because I want them to have such a strong faith that when they get older, that's the first thing they do. They do what I do. Because when I have a problem in life, before I even call my grandparents, which is my ultimate go-to, before I even talk to my boyfriend about it, I talk to God about it. I pray to God. I cry to God. I thank God always before I talk to any other human on earth. And that is what I want for my children. That's what I want to teach them and lead them to do. And so we have to make sure that we're leading by example. I don't want my children to grow up and curse so much. I don't even like to curse like that. And it's by habit that sometimes I still be cursing, especially when I'm upset. But like when I make my posts, I try not to curse in my posts. When I talk on videos, I try my best not to talk and curse. And when I talk to other people, I try not to curse. And so that is something that I'm working on with myself. That's something that I have been working on with myself for over a year, minimizing how much curse words I say, and I have been doing so great with that. So you just have to set goals for yourself, and you just have to trust and believe in yourself, and trust and believe in the process, that you can be the person you want to be, that you can be the person that God wants you to be, that you are going to be the person that you're destined. And so, yes, definitely, you just want to make sure that you have that faith always. So, all right, another thing I want to talk about is, what y'all want to talk about? Is there anyone out there right now that want to talk about something? If you do, drop a comment if there's something that you want to talk about. Let's see. Yesterday I had made dinner, and I had made a reel. So y'all check that out. I had made some fried chicken breast, some cheesy broccoli rice, which is very good. And I made some spinach. I love greens. Spinach, collard greens, green beans. The only green I don't like is I do not like peas, and I do not like lima beans. Yeah, no, I do not like those at all. But other than that, I love the green greens. And my green greens is like spinach and collard greens. I love them. So I had like extra spinach last night. It was very delicious. So y'all check out my reels. I am not new to streaming. I have a few other websites that I have been streaming on. But I just, about like a few months ago, started getting real heavy on the whole content creating, being an influencer, just those kind of things. One of my big goals is motivational speaking. Like I said, the speak life, speak happiness, uplift men and women everywhere. And so that's something that I'm definitely starting to get into as well. So if you are watching this, if you are new to my page, again, make sure you're following me on all platforms. Hold on one second, you guys. If you are watching or listening to this, again, make sure that you are following along on all platforms. So that you can keep up with things. Give me some shares, some likes. I love genuine love and genuine care. I'm somebody who am very genuine. Like, I care about people just to care about them. Like, a random person, I have so many random people that come in my inbox and ask if they can talk to me, if they can vent to me. Yes, absolutely you can. If you need to talk, if you need to vent, send me a voice clip. You can get out exactly what you need to say, and I will always give you my honest feedback. I will never judge. Trust me, I done did so much stuff in my life. Done been through so much stuff. My parents done did so much stuff. My siblings, like, we all done did so much crap. So I'm never going to judge nobody, at the end of the day. So if you need to talk, if you need to vent, if you need to get it out, yes, feel free to talk to me. I'm there for everybody, men, women, children, youth. I'm there for you. Another thing is that next week, on next week's episode, we are going to do one of our jam sessions. For those who don't know, if you haven't watched the other episodes, jam session is Just Ask Me. That's when we do question and answers from people all around the world. So you can inbox me, send me an email. You can text me if you have my number. You can drop a comment. Any questions that you want answered live, I will answer those questions live. I don't never say a person's name, but if you definitely want to be 100% anonymous, I normally just be like, a friend or a female or a guy, on my Facebook or, my TikTok or my other page. But if you want to be 100% anonymous, then that's fine. You can go ahead and just give me your question and I'll read it and answer it 100% anonymously. And then also, we also do the real energy sessions, which is when you can call in or I will call you and we'll just have some good conversation. Maybe you want to talk anonymously about something you want to get off your chest, and that really is a good thing for people to do, because sometimes people just need to let things out and just need to talk about things, but they don't want no one to know that it's them and they don't want to get judged. So if you want to call in and you want to talk about anything and you don't want to say who you are or where you're calling from, that's perfectly fine. Okay, maybe if you just want to have some good conversation with me, that's fine too. If you want to promote your business, that is also a great thing. Definitely just tune in and let's be a part of it. And I want to thank everyone who tuned in today. I want to thank everyone who listened in today. And I'm going to get ready to wrap up this episode, but before I do, it's just a few other things I want to talk about. So, school is starting back. Today, on this Monday in North Carolina, a lot of people's children have started school today. My children start school on Wednesday. And I want to hope and pray that all the children have a fantastic year today. All around the world, whatever country, whatever city, whatever state you're in, even if you are homeschooling your children, I just hope that all the children have such a great school year this year. That they learn a lot. If they go to a public school, private school, whatever school they go to, I pray that they are safe. Parents, please make sure that you are talking to your children. There have been so many suicides going on in the last few years, like extremely high amounts. So we want to make sure that we're talking to our children, and we want to make sure that even if you just sit down with them, and have a random conversation and let them know, in case they do start feeling those things and they don't know how to deal with it, let them know. If you're ever feeling so super sad and you may not really know what to do about it, or you don't know how to get back to being happy, or maybe if something's really bothering you, even if it's something that I'm doing wrong or something that maybe your family member is doing that's bothering you, let them know that they can come and talk to you, and let them know that you're not going to be upset with them. You got to make sure that you're speaking and checking in with your children, and letting them know and teaching them the tools so that when these situations do happen in their life, or they do start feeling these strong or horrible emotions, that they know how to deal with them, and they know how to cope with them, and they know what to do. Just please always let your children know that it's safe to come and talk to you. Let them know, like, hey, do you know what suicide is? Do you know what death is? Maybe they're a little young to know about those things, but, in this world, I feel like we need to definitely talk to them. Teach them about gun safety and staying away. There are students that have been caught bringing guns to school over the years. That's something that can happen any day, any school, any community, even if you live in the most safest communities. Let them know. If you ever have a friend that brings a gun or a knife to school, don't touch it, don't play with it, walk away. And really tell them, because I will tell my children, if a friend of yours bring a gun on at the school, please go tell the teacher right away, because you want to be safe and you want to keep everybody else safe. Don't worry about being a snitch. Don't worry about being a tattletale. None of that. I don't want to hear none of that. If someone brings something unsafe to school, you go tell your teacher right away, or you if you got your phone with you call me. Or you go to the office and you ask to call your mom and your dad, and you tell us, and we'll come to the school and we'll handle it, and no one even got to know that you told. Like, you got to tell your children these things, you know, because these things are happening every day. I tell my children all the time. Every time we leave the house, I make sure I tell my children, because, you know, like I said, they're 4 and 5, so, you know, kids forget things. I make sure I tell them. When we go into the grocery store, don't say hi to nobody. Don't say hi. Don't run off with nobody. I tell them, if somebody tries to grab you and say, come on, little girl, scream at the top of your lungs. And I make sure I tell them to scream, ah, very loud, because that will scare the person who's trying to grab you, and everyone else will turn eyes on you. If you get separated from me, they know my name, you know, go to the store person in the front, but never, and tell them that you're looking for your mom, but never go to a random person. I make sure I talk to my children. My children are only 4 and 5, and I've been having these talks with them for over a year. So there are certain talks that you need to make sure you're having with your children, so that they can stay safe, so that they can be happy, and so that they can be smart and independent and learn how to handle things and situations as they occur. I really hope that everybody's children has such an amazing school year, and I hope that we don't have no school shootings this year anywhere in the world. Anywhere in the world. I hate hearing about school shootings. That is the most scariest thing in the world. And I hope that it stops. I hope that people stop taking their angers and their demons out on the children. I mean, I don't want them to take it out on us adults either, but like, leave the children out of it at any cost, please. I really hate that. But yeah, also, if you have a mean child that is mean at home, or has a nasty attitude, or shows symptoms, or shows characteristics of a bully, make sure y'all are correcting that at home, so that when they go to school, they're not bullying other people, and they're not being mean to other people, and they're not being nasty to other children. We all know bullying is a thing that has been around for so long in so many different forms. I used to get bullied when I was in elementary school. I used to get, not bullied, but kind of picked on because of how I looked. I was real skinny mini in middle school. So we definitely want to make sure we're teaching our children not to be a bully, how to stand up to a bully, and we just need to make sure that we're teaching them those things. Like, for example, my daughter is handsy. Like, my youngest daughter, sometimes she likes to hit her sister, and I will tell both of them at the same time, we never hit first. You don't hit first. That's being a bully. That's being mean. That is not good behavior. I will punish you, and you will be in trouble if you hit first. Now, I do tell my children, yes, it's okay to hit back. I don't want violence. I don't want, you know, I don't promote violence and all of that. I don't like fighting. But at this young age that my children are at now, I know that if you let somebody hit you and mess with you, they're going to keep doing it. So I tell my children, if somebody hits you, hit them back, and then tell the teacher, and that's what you do. You defend yourself. You hit them, you tell them, don't hit me again, and you tell the teacher. I mean, that's the kind of mother and father that we are. So, but like I said, that's me teaching my children to stand up for themselves, defend themselves. That's me teaching them how to handle that situation. Doing bullies. I don't like bullies. I don't like mean people, and I'm not going to raise no bullies. And like I said, it starts at home. Teaching your children start at home. Teaching your children right and wrong, encouraging them, starts at home. So we need to make sure that we are teaching them the best ways to handle situations this school year. We need to make sure that we're teaching them the right way to handle situations if situations occur. We need to make sure that we're teaching them about bullies and things that are unsafe and negativity and how to think for themselves and not fall into peer pressure. All of these things, I want to make sure that I am encouraging you guys to speak with your children. Fathers, if you have daughters, please make sure that you're teaching your daughters about loving themselves, being the best example as a man that you can be for your daughters, because really, how you treat your daughter and how your daughters see you treating your mother, your sister, the other women, how your daughters see you treating their mother, it will all shape how they allow men to treat them, if not now, in the future. And that is a very real thing. It doesn't mean that if you are an a-hole or if you are disrespectful a lot, that they are necessarily gonna go be with somebody who's an a-hole and disrespectful. But a lot of the time, they naturally will find that that's okay, and they may not walk up to a guy and say, "Hey, are you an a-hole? I would love to date you." Like, no. But when that guy starts displaying those behaviors, something is to allow them to accept that behavior. They're gonna think back to when their dad used to do it, and they're gonna start to make excuses. So you just want to make sure, fellas, that you, if you have daughters, that you are being the best manly gentleman example for them, that you are giving them love and kindness, and that you are protecting them and making them feel how a man in their future should love them and make them feel. And if you have sons, men and women, if you guys have sons, please make sure that you are teaching your son respect for his peers, respect for his elders, respect for himself, respect for women, respect for girls. I see it so much that there are a lot that parents can be doing to do better in teaching their children. But again, as I said, it starts at home. None of us mothers and fathers are perfect. None of us aunties and uncles and grandparents who have custody of children, none of us are perfect. And so we all just do the best we can do. But I truly hope that everyone is doing the best that they can do by their children. Because children are innocent and they are going to grow up and be 9 times out of 10 how we shape them to be. And children fall off, and sometimes they do bad things and they make mistakes and they go on down the wrong path for a while. And I mean, we can't control that. And as a parent, if we were the best parent that we can be, and if we were an amazing, loving, teaching parent, then no, that is not our fault. But they will always remember the speeches. They always remember the talks. They always remember those values that you instilled in them. So if they may not use them while they're rebellious, or if they don't use them when they first become a young adult, if they don't use them right away, eventually they will. I'm 30 now, and I use every single positive thing that my grandparents taught me. I definitely use every positive skill that my grandparents taught me now. Every single one. But 10 years ago, I wasn't using every positive skill that my grandparents taught me. I wasn't listening to every positive and motivational and right thing that my stepmom or my dad or, my grandparents told me to do. Like, I was 20 years old and I wasn't hearing it, and I had to figure out life out for myself, and I was struggling and all of those things. But I always remembered the things that they told me, and I always said, I always knew that I wanted to get to the place that I am now. So just remember to make sure that we're speaking to our children, we're teaching our children, we're installing positive, motivational, strength, love, encouragement, teaching them all the right things, because they're going to need it one day, and we want to make sure that they're prepared for when they do. I want to thank you guys. I enjoyed this episode. Again, we're going to have our jam session and hopefully a real live call next episode. Remember to tune in. Follow the page, like the page, subscribe. If you want to follow and connect with me on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, it is www.instagramyoutube.tiktok.com/@ Sierra Gianna _92 Rare. You can listen to the episodes on Spotify. You can watch them live on my Rare Talk podcast talk show page, which is Facebook. You go to Facebook and then you just search up Rare Talk podcast talk show. You can follow me on Facebook as well. It is Giiana'lyn Tiaraa. So that is GIANA_LYN then Tiara TIARAA. All right, everybody, y'all have a wonderful Monday. Have a wonderful week. Children, have a wonderful back to school. I love you guys. I pray for everybody in the world every single day. I promise you, just have a wonderful week. Heavenly Father, please continue to bless me to reach people. Please watch over our children this school year so that they have a wonderful, wonderful, safe year, that they learn a lot, they have some fun, they build some memories, they make new friends. Please touch our men and women, whether they're suffering from depression, whether they're suffering from sadness, whether they're in a tough situation. Help them to get out of the situation. Help them to find that self-love and that self-strength and that self-growth. Help them to trust you and know you and trust that no matter what, there is always better days to come. I love you, Lord. I love you, everybody. I am your host and your friend, Sierra Gianna. So y'all tune in. XOXO, everybody.